I'm going to start the recording because I want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity. To hear what I have to say tonight. Real quick for the new people that are on, tonight will be a little bit different, but you'll find out tonight why you're here. You'll understand tonight when I finish talking why Instant App Wizard is the company that they are. Some of you heard my live and unplugged little training I did the other night. Many of you were on it. We had a great crowd. It was a lot of fun. And I told my Instant App Wizard story. Said we dropped there for a minute, but I think we're back on. I joined Instant App Wizard in April of 2012. Met Woodrow, became very good friends with him, one of the best guys I know. I've got some brothers, and I've lost a brother, but Woodrow became my family. And I knew that when I became a part of Instant App Wizard that I was in the right place at the right time. Like I say, this was in April of 2012. I started training and started talking with Woodrow, and we started putting a game plan together. And they had a couple of people that were testing for him, but I was the first reseller. And very excited to be, because I knew where this company was going and what they had done. And always when you get involved with something, you always come across the path of someone who inspires you. Someone whose drive and determination puts a fire in your butt because you want to emulate who they are. I met that person in July. She had come to a couple of our webinars and became a part of the Instant App Wizard family. For all of you that are on here tonight, and we've got a lot of new people, when you hear me say family, I truly mean a very close-knit and tight family. If you don't believe me, watch the Facebook group sometimes. We argue like a bunch of kids, like a bunch of brothers and sisters. And but as you read through the group posts, you see that in the end, we always make up. Because that's what family does. When one of us are hurting, we all hurt. When one of us are excited, we're all excited. When we see someone post in the group that they just made their first sale, we all celebrate together. I remember in July getting a phone call, and some of you can probably go back to my earliest trainings. I wasn't very smart, and still not actually, but I used to post my cell phone number in the trainings. And I got a phone call and said, "Hey, can we talk?" First question I asked was, "How'd you get my phone number?" And she began to tell me. And she said, "I want to put together a directory." And I said, "Okay." I said, "I think we could figure it out." And we started working and trial and error and many hours on the phone. Excitement, failures, but never stopping. But there was something very special happening. What I consider a friendship was growing. Not just a business relationship, but a friendship. I learned as much from her as she learned from me, and we did things, and through trial and error, her business directory started taking its shape. I've had the privilege of talking about her for 3 years. The success, the excitement, watching the growth of this little company built around this small app start to flourish. I'll be honest with you, at the time I never dreamed it would do what it did. On the Live and Unplugged training, I talked about success. And we closed with success. And I opened up with the Instant App Wizard story and what a great program we have and what great people we have and what great leadership we have and the whole realm of who Instant App Wizard is. Before training, I took a drive so I could clear my head. And I thought about that. I thought about, who is Instant App Wizard? We have brains like Woodrow and Mark who developed a program, who put together the back office and all the things that go with it. You have a little numbskull from Texas who comes on once a week and teaches success and failures and the roads less traveled and the places you need to go. But as I was driving down the road, it's not about Carrie Miller or Woodrow Bridges or Mark. It's about you. Each and every one of you. For it's you who allow us to do the things that we do, to be who we are, to share what we know, and hopefully to guide you to a place of success. But it's because of you we do what we do. You are Instant App Wizard, each and every one of you on this call tonight. All those hundreds who listen to the training videos after they're uploaded. All of you in the group who interact and share and help one another. You are Instant App Wizard. You become our brothers and our sisters. You become our mentors. You allow us to be creative, to get out of the box, to grow just a thought some 3 years ago into a great company. One of the first mobile programs to be able to do what we do. And out of the group, there's always one who leads the way, who is shining and stellar. There's always one who blazes a trail. Who says, you know what? I can do this. But what makes people great is they allow others to see what they did and say, hey, if I can help you, I'm there for you. I will share with you. I will do those things. In July of 2012, Castle Mobile Marketing was born. Probably one of the most unbelievable entrepreneurial stories in the mobile app industry. Silently and quietly, her and her family built an empire. A mobile directory empire. Out amongst the vineyards of Indio, California. Sharyl, as most of you knew her, I knew her as Shari. Shari Claborn. I can still hear the phone calls even today. Carrie, you got a minute? Absolutely. How can we do this? How can we make this work together? Get on the phone with Bart, get on the phone with Woodrow and put everything together. And we'd get back together and we'd try some more and get on the phone with Mark and get on the phone with Woodrow. And we were all working to see how we could build a mobile directory with this program. And there's one thing I can say about Shari. She never, ever stopped. She never stopped believing. And she knew where she was going. As I was driving tonight, I was thinking if I could just only emulate just a small portion of her success. If I could just take a small portion of her desire. if I could have just half the determination that Shari had to succeed, I would be twice the businessman I am. I know that she enjoyed doing what she did. She's been doing it for 3 full years and never stopping. Some of the most beautiful apps I've ever seen, and you guys have heard me talk about quality so many times. How important the quality of the app is. How important growing a business is and calling it a business. Giving everything you got to ensure that your customers get a quality product. And when you do that, it allows everyone around you to see, and your business sells itself. Shari set that standard. But Shari didn't do it alone. She had her family supporting her, her kids behind her, working with the company, building a business. And she made it happen. She was part of our first round table, and I'll never forget, and people still ask the same question today, where did Shari get her table tents made from? It was Costco. Her daughter was a graphics artist, is a graphics artist, and they did things professionally. And she sent pictures, and I'm pretty sure it was of a pizza place. It was on red and white, looked like a tablecloth, or an Italian restaurant. But even to this day, that training lives on, because I have people ask me all the time, where did she get those table tents made? The table cards. You see, Shari set a standard that we should all follow. A standard of excellence, purity and quality, second to none. I got a phone call today. With the sad and unbearable news that Sharyl has passed away. Her and Greg Marshall have been working on a project together, and he hasn't heard from her in a couple of weeks. I just talked to her at the end of last month to do a training with me. So in memory of her tonight, let the training just be simply this. Continue down the road less traveled. When you find success, do not allow anyone or anything to sidetrack you. Move forward and upward. And never look back. Let obstacles become training opportunities that you can share with others to help them get through the trials that they're about to face. Always, without question, never compromise quality. Never look back and say, if I would have just done it this way. Do it right the first time. Greg just posted if y'all would excuse me, please, Greg just posted a thing. It says, he said him and Shari used to always talk about the resellers. If they would just get to work and don't let the negative get in the way, they could be very successful. And that is so true. I can promise you Shari didn't sit back and feel sorry for herself and say, well, I didn't do it yesterday, so I probably won't do it today. I can guarantee you, she said, it doesn't matter what happened yesterday. We're going to double up today, and we're going to make it happen. At the end of January, Shari had a heart attack. And she had some complications. So with your permission, we will cut training just a little short tonight. But I ask you to do this one simple thing. The minute we get off of this call, find a place to sit and reflect. Reflect on the loved ones around you. Those who have taken you where you are today. Those who love you and care for you, and those that you love and care for. And make sure before you go to bed, tell them that you love them. Tell them that you care for them, and when you wake up tomorrow, stop making the success about you, but make it about those around you. Make it about those who helped you get to where you're going. Your family, your friends, your loved ones. And I can promise you this. If you do that, it will make the success even that much more sweeter. I will miss Shari. And I want each and one of you to know that's on here right now. I love you. We care for you. And we will always be there for you. I love you too, Kenny. Give Sally a kiss for me, buddy. I'm still going to make it up for dinner one day. So with that said, be in prayer for that family. Take care of yourselves. Good night. God bless. And we'll see you in the Facebook group.